Welcome back, everybody. You are tuning in to the 21 Million Stories After Show. I am your host, Joe, the guy who still doesn't quite understand how the blockchain works, but is loving the ride. And sitting across from me, as always, is the man who probably speaks in blocks when no one is listening. Satoshi, how are we doing today?
I am doing well, Joe. And for the record, I dream in blocks, not binary. But I am ready. That first episode was intense.
Intense? It was a panic attack in high definition. We are talking about Season 1, Episode 1, Digital Lies, The Great Printer. Even the title sounds ominous.
It is meant to be. It sets the stakes immediately.
So for anyone who missed it, though I don't know why you were listening to the after show if you have not seen the show, let us recap. We start in this gritty, miserable city. It feels like New York or London turned up to 11 on the depression scale.
It is a representation of the fiat world at its breaking point.
Exactly. The market is crashing. People are screaming, "Sell everything!" And our main character is just trying to buy a coffee. He is thirsty, he is tired, and he just needs $50 for a drink. $50.
That is hyperinflation, Joe. That is where we are heading if we are not careful. But what happens at the register?
The machine beeps and says, "Maintenance fee," and the guy loses it. He screams, "I don't have money to maintain." I felt that in my soul. I feel like I pay a maintenance fee just for waking up in the morning.
That is the design of the system. It extracts value from you at every turn. The protagonist looks around and sees everyone with their heads down. He calls them walking ghosts.
That line gave me chills. The numbers go up, but we just keep sinking. It is like the stock market is at an all-time high, but I cannot afford eggs.
Precisely. And that is when the shift happens. He sees the glitch, the strange advertisement, and he touches it.
And whoosh, he gets sucked through the wall. Reality dissolves. He wakes up in a digital void, and a voice says, "Welcome to the Genesis block."
The beginning of history.
Then Hash calls him User 21 Million, which sounds very important.
It is extremely important. But first, I loved his reaction. He wakes up in a digital universe, and the first thing he asks is to speak to the manager.
He goes full Karen in the Matrix. "Where's my bank? Where's my manager?"
It is humorous, but also tragic. Hash tells him, "There are no banks here, and you do not have a private key."
And then comes the line of the season. Out there, they change the rules whenever they want. Here, code is law.
That is the philosophy of the entire movement.
Let us break this down. The opening monologue says, "You work for time, but we simply print the money." That sounded scary.
That is the Cantillon effect. Those closest to the printer receive the value first. Everyone else pays the price later through inflation.
So when his rent goes up, it is not because the apartment improved, it is because his money got worse.
Exactly. That is why they are walking ghosts. They are running on a treadmill that moves backward.
No wonder he ran into the glitch. I would have done the same.
But notice, he brought his old mindset. He wanted authority. He wanted permission.
And Hash says, "You are in the node. There are no banks here."
Bitcoin is a protocol, like gravity. You cannot complain to it. You must understand it.
That is terrifying. He says, "I don't have a private key," and he sounds lost.
He is lost. He was used to someone holding his value. Now he must hold it himself.
Okay, explain the 21 million thing.
There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. No more. No less. It is absolute scarcity. He represents the last generation to enter before full saturation.
So he is part of the scarcity.
Yes. He stepped into a world of finite truth.
That leads to the big question. Did you come to verify or to trust?
The fiat system runs on trust. Trust the bank. Trust the government. Trust the central bank. Bitcoin runs on verification. Check the math.
But our guy does not know how to check yet. He just wanted coffee.
He is a tourist in a sovereign system.
And that sets up next episode. He is stuck. No manager, no safety net.
He must learn that if you do not own your keys, you do not own your future.
Heavy, but powerful. That wraps up episode 1. If you felt like a walking ghost today, maybe it is time to look for your own glitch in the wall.
Or simply read the white paper. It is safer.
Boring. Walls are cooler. Make sure you subscribe, leave a review, and tell us, are you here to verify, or are you just trusting?
Verify everything. Even us.
See you next time.
Thank you all for joining the after show. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!